so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to FKA Twigs' new album. This is EUSEXUA. So let's go. Right, hello, welcome everybody. I don't know FKA Twigs super well. I have heard her album Magdalene, is that what it was called? Which was requested by a patron. So that reaction's available on Patreon, the full one. Unless of course you beg me and I might put it on YouTube, we'll see. Depending on, let's see how the YouTube algorithm likes this video first, shall we? Yeah. And then I have actually heard one song. I did hear the title track, EUSEXUA, which was again requested by a patron. Yeah, trancey, right? Really cool. Sorry, my chair is squeaking. I'm gonna have to spin around. Huh? Oh, it's still squeaking. Oh, fuck me. Oh, well, whatever. But yeah, she's not an artist that I know really well, but I'm interested to see this kind of resurgence of trance music, I guess, which seems to be the vibe. I don't know whether the whole album's gonna be like that or not. We'll see. Okay, so first song is EUSEXUA, so it is the one I've heard before, but I only listened to it once, so let's rediscover it within context of this album and do my normal analysis. Okay, let's go. I love how the reverb is on the offbeat, does bring in that dance element, you know. Her voice is so cool. Got that synth is almost kind of bitty, insecty. I love how her voice floats over the top of this. So ethereal. So I love the sense of space in this and the intimacy. So good. So cool. Almost sounds like clattering plates or something. This is so fucking cool. The tension is just she's not letting it go. I mean, it really is pulling from dance music in that way, isn't it? The tension building aspect. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. I love how this song almost feels like a really intimate moment on the dance floor, you know? And the music's all kind of going on in the background. And this is really giving me chills. This is so powerfully done. So good. But she brings it to a climax still without going in full voice. You know, there are moments where she opens up. It's teasing you, isn't it?
People always take my love too far, then refuse EUSEXUA.
Oh, chills. So powerful, so unique sounding, beautiful, absolutely stunning. It's just so powerful. It's all to do with that tension, you know, that is so big within dance music and so powerful within dance music, is that idea that someone can string you along. But what I love about it, right, is that you have the dance thing, but the vocals are super intimate, they're super breathy. They're recorded on that kind of microphone that allows you to hear every single breath, every single detail, so they feel like they're right in your face, you know? And yet you've got the dance music going on. And so it creates this illusion of you being in the club face to face with someone, you know, and everything else drowning out because you're just completely clocked into them. It's like that part in a movie. They put a filter on all the background music and there's a bit of slow motion and it's just one person's face, another person's face, and everything in the background's blurry. And it's that moment, you know, on the dance floor that you're just experiencing with them. And it's this intimate connection on the dance floor, you know. It just she just captures that so perfectly and so uniquely. I just love the way that it sounds so detailed in the way that it's crafted. You know, every single moment is handcrafted. The way that she controls her vocal and the moments where she does go full on in the vocal, or not full on, but opens up more in the vocal. It's all so expertly crafted and handcrafted that it kind of just pulls you along. It's masterful. It's brilliant. Oh my God, this is going to piss me off. Wonder how you feel. Words cannot describe, baby, this deep feeling inside. Oh my God, this fucking microphone. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake. Sorry. Words cannot describe, baby, this feeling deep inside, king-sized, I'm vertical sunrise. Has this feeling of euphoria. Oh, EUSEXUA, right? Euphoria. So maybe it's a portmanteau of sex, like sexual, and euphoria, you know? Do you feel alone? You're not alone. And if they ask you, you say you feel it, but don't call it love. EUSEXUA. Yeah, there's this feeling of like some intimate feeling, some very personal feeling can be like world shifting. That's kind of the scale of it, you know, but don't call it love. So it's like an instantaneous moment. People always tell me that I take my love too far and refuse to help me. I was on the edge of something greater than before, but nobody told me. It feels like she's like maybe defining this new word as like a feeling like that isn't love, but something like close to it, close to love, close to euphoria, close to sex. Maybe it is that kind of dance floor thing, you know, just beautiful. Cool. Love it. Right, next one. Let's go to Girl Feels Good. Girl. Ooh, fun.
I fear the man who finds himself lost. Delusions of love.
There's something so kind of unsettling and sad about a robot voice in this kind of intimate way, you know?
When a girl feels good,
so cool. Nice. Well, this is really giving me like late 90s Madonna vibes, you know? That's so fun. I really am feeling this kind of nostalgia for this sound, you know? Because I mean, it was just such a big part of British culture, this kind of era of dance music, like when I was growing up. Oh, again, expertly crafted. I'm just obsessed with the synth design. It's so fun. Love this backing vocal, like really like hidden within the vocoder. Like that's so cool. Amazing. What a slow burn. I love it. Gorgeous. So cool. Loved that. Like felt like, yeah, it really did remind me of that kind of late 90s Madonna stuff. I guess it's like Ray of Light album. I've never listened to like the whole album or anything, but it just reminds me of that era. The synth design itself kind of has this almost like alien kind of snaky like feel, and I love the way that her like imagery plays into that as well. Amazing like kind of world building kind of thing. Yeah, the slow burn of it. I just love the kind of space in the production. It feels like it has breathing room and yet still feels really like funky and forward thinking and all that kind of stuff. And like really is directing you towards the dynamic builds and stuff still, you know. Yeah, really gorge. Love it. I fear the man who finds himself lost in tales of war, delusions of more. Beautiful boys, I wish you knew how precious you are. Your mother's sister's lover's heart is where there's healing. So there's a sense of like so many boys, so many men are kind of cut off from their own feelings because of like patriarchal, toxic masculinity, this need to fit a certain version of a man that doesn't feel any emotions. And she's saying you can learn from the women in your life, you know, look at the way in which women operate and actually learn something from that, you know. When a girl feels good, it makes the world go round. When the night feels young, you know she feels pretty. Turn up your love loud and keep the devil down. When a girl feels good, she's going to keep you around. It's kind of almost like a keep your girlfriend happy kind of song, but I love how it kind of actually kind of seems to dive into the psychology of that. My city guy, your boots on the gaslight. Hurry up, baby, take your time. Don't want to fall asleep, want you to touch it. My sweet demise. Oh, my sweet demise. Oh my God, what a lyric. Oh my God, so cool. So now they're in the bedroom and it's like about keeping me happy physically. Yeah, my man that doesn't know his mind. It's okay, baby, take your time. We're going to make it, want to enjoy it. So it's like patience within the bedroom, feeling things out, really understanding one another intimately and trying to make each other happy and trying to learn from each other's happiness in order to move forward, you know. That's so cool. I love that. I've never heard anyone kind of dismantle toxic masculinity in such a soft, caring way, you know. It's really nice. Let's go on to the next one. This is Perfect Stranger.
I don't know.
Ooh, okay. Taking the pace up a bit now. Fun.
You work or what you're working around. I don't care.
Somebody she used to care about, she now no longer cares about.
To live my life.
Oh, beautiful. I love that stacking of the high vocal, the low vocal there.
Rather know nothing than all the lies. Just you can make it work, but we don't know. Won't just be perfect. You're strange.
Oh, perfectly strange. Oh, I just love the sound in that percussion. It's knocky, isn't it? Like,
You're perfect. You're strange. So you're perfect. You're strange. So you're the perfect stranger.
I love the danger. Maybe it's about like a no strings attached type of relationship.
I don't wanna have the anxiety.
Maybe it's like about being okay with not being in a relationship right now, you know. I don't want to have to deal with all of like the baggage at the moment, you know.
Just so you're perfect.
Oh, love that sound.
Well, you're worth it. You're the best, and you deserve it. You're a stranger.
Oh, Oh, I love this. This is great. Really more of the brilliant tension building stuff.
Stranger.
So cool. That last hook, the vocal like was like the vocoder and the high version like split in two. Oh, it's so cool. It's like you're splitting up yourself, you're splitting your personality, you're allowing the facade to be who you are for now, and you're just kind of splitting your personality. So fucking cool. Obsessed. I'm really getting this sense of like the album so far really focusing on instantaneous, right there in the moment feelings. Like EUSEXUA, we were talking about that moment of intimacy on the dance floor. And then in this one, it's about being right there in the moment. Yeah, obsessed. Loved that. Like, there's so much like as like songwriters, as much as I'm like, I write songs that are like poppy and kind of theatrical and, you know, that kind of stuff. There's so much like I could learn, I can learn. I have learned, I suppose, in moments from dance music because of the incredible attention to detail of tension and release. You want moments in your song where you want the drama to hit, right? And you craft the whole song around getting to that moment. And she just does this so fucking stunningly, but in a way where like you still have this kind of verse, chorus structure, but all the choruses up until the last one don't fully go off. They kind of half go off. So they're still retaining, they're giving you a bit of satisfaction, but they're still retaining that full level of satisfaction. And so the tension is still building, it's still building until you get to that last version of the chorus, and it's just like there. It just saves that kick drum, the full kick drum until that last bit. It's like just so clever. And I just love how finite, and I love how detailed and how handcrafted those moments are, because it's just really exciting to listen to. And you can use that in other styles of sound design and music composition, you know. I don't know the name of the town you're from, your star sign of the school you failed. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't know the food that's your favorite now, your work or what you're working around. I don't know, and I don't care, and that's okay with me. To live my life with some mystery, I'd rather know nothing than all the lies. Just give me the person you are tonight. So good. Obviously, she has like some trauma from previous relationship because she's assuming lies, you know. And she's like, don't give me all that. I want you to be the person that you present to me tonight, and I'm going to be the person that I present to you. There's a kind of like almost like role play, living within the mystery and letting that be the exciting thing, you know. For her, it's perfect that they are a stranger to her. Like, that is the perfection. I don't know your friend's or your ex's name, who left who or who took the blame. I don't know, and I don't care. I love that this is like about like kind of no strings attached kind of hookup culture, but not in a negative way and not in a kind of performative way, you know? Sometimes you hear songs that are about like, I'm hooking up and I'm going out and I'm being independent, blah, blah, blah. And it's a bit like, okay, whatever. But this one seems to be like really just like understanding that at certain moments in our lives, actually having that kind of like no strings attached freedom within our sex lives can actually be really helpful, you know, and really good for you. Let's love in what's unspoken. Let's stay right here unbroken. Love it. Obsessed. The lyrics are so beautiful as well, like individually. Right, next one. This is Drums of Death with Chorus. Well, the drums are pretty death-like. Okay, cool. Oh my God. Well, shit. So we've reached the heaviest part of the album. There's almost like a kind of analog machinery feeling to this. There are moments of that throughout, actually. No idea what she's saying. This is like the most like kind of alien sounding song so far. Oh my God. I love that the hook itself is just this like combination of unintelligible sounds, you know? Okay.
Crush the system, deep dull, serve violence.
That was definitely the most experimental song so far. Yeah, very interesting. Really kind of expands the world slightly more, I think, in terms of like the production sound design world. Like we're getting heavier, we're getting more like alien, we're getting kind of stranger. I'm also loving like the way that she's balancing the electronic kind of synth sounds with something that sounds more analog and more like tape cassette lids closing and like, you know, phone, like old phones and whatever. It's kind of giving me that kind of vibe, which I guess like positions it in kind of noughties sounds, doesn't it? In that way. Yeah, it's cool. Hello. Listen up, girl. Drop your skirt to the floor. Tear your clothes, body torn. Shed your skin, rip your shirt, the flesh exposed. Feel hot, feel hard, feel heavy. Fuck who you want. So there's a real liberation in like, fuck the clothes, get naked, go fucking crazy. Hello, it's your life. Do you want to meet later? Relax and ease your mind because you work so much. Hello, it's your life and you're my main character. Craving rabid fuck. Cool. I don't remember hearing any of these words. Hard metal, silver stiletto. Devour the entire world. Fuck it, make it yours. Do it just for fun. Yeah. Cool. That one seems to be quite like honed in on one simple message, which is this kind of like destructive freedom, you know, like this like pent up like sexual rage, let it out and go and fuck everybody. Like, so we're following on from this idea of like sexual freedom, and often like men are like completely, it's fine if they do that, but women are judged for it. And so I think she's trying to take away that, you know, and trying to free herself and free other women as well, you know. There's like, yeah, there's freedom in euphoric sexual beings. That's kind of the vibe of the whole album so far. Cool. Right. Room of Fools. Let's go. Fun. Okay, so we're continuing to expand the sonic palette into really bendy shit now. Oh, okay, hello. I don't think anyone's danced to it like this before, have they? Ooh, I love it. Definitely getting harder through this part of the album. Feels like we started quite soft and now we get like a bit more forceful.
We're open wounds, and it feels nice.
Ooh,
Feels nice. It feels nice.
love it. Oh, I'm obsessed. Also love that register that she's singing in. Nice. So good. Nice. I feel like I'm really getting lost within the kind of like trancey nature of it. Like I can really picture myself being in a club and just be like in my own world, you know. I love the brightness in the harmony there. That's nice. Because there's kind of a lot of darkness in the sound of this album, but those moments of like lightness that are introduced by these like major chords actually just feel kind of like they uplift you, you know. And be on it feels nice. It's cute. Right, and we're still on the same song. Okay. Wow, okay. This almost feels like South Asian, doesn't it? But it's with a reversed vocal. That percussion sound takes me there as well. The belly sound, chimey sound. That was a strange one. That was really cool though. I really lost myself in that. she's really unafraid to just take you to like a million places, you know, like I really, really like that. And that one, I just completely got lost within the sound of it. I felt like I was kind of in the room, you know, I was in the room of fools and I was the fool. That one kind of fulfilled for me the kind of almost like trance promise of this album. It's like, obviously that it's taken elements of trance music and like, but it doesn't feel like a trance album. It feels like an album that's like a creative statement that involves elements of trance, you know. Stranger in a dark room dancing, almost lost you. This room of fools, we make something together, we're open room. So it's like, yeah, like we are the room of fools. We are this group of people who have decided to come to this like basement in the middle of nowhere and play pounding music. Like it's almost like kind of unpicking that, you know, like, because it is kind of funny when you think about it, you know, but we make something together, we're open wounds, we're just bleeding out the pressure and it feels nice. Yeah, so it's that really that like that feeling of going to a club and it's their way of processing their emotions, you know. Obviously my way of processing my emotions is to like talk a lot and cry, but also like to go dancing and stuff. Less trancey dancing and more like going and doing karaoke and like going to, you know, concerts and stuff. Like that's more my vibe, right? But that's the way I release the pressure. That's the way I'm an open wound, just bleeding out my pressure, you know. But here it's like in this basement, like these are the people who need that and they're together. Stray dogs on the dance floor, demigods in unconscious flow form. The night I saw you, it feels nice. In a room of fools and it feels nice. I knew I could conjure, be whoever I please. And so there's, yeah, like she's really tapping into that sense of freedom in mystery. When you're in a club, you meet a perfect stranger, right? And they don't know who you are, but you do know that you're all there for the same thing. You're all there for that release, you know? And so simultaneously, you can all kind of just let go of your skin and your clothes and everything that represents who you are in the day to day and just be there in the moment and be whoever you want to be in that moment. And that's the freedom that she's really exploring on this album. It's almost like she's thought about like, what does dance and trance and all those kind of genres and that kind of place to experience that. What does it mean? Why are we there? What does it mean to me? What does it mean to a community of people? And she's unpicking all those feelings and then reworking them into songs that are kind of discussing those themes, you know. It's very, very cool. Right, okay, where were we? Right, let's do Sticky.
I'm tired of my
wave after wave. Right? Sample?
Think I'm open. Have a conversation.
Wow. I love that like skittery piano. That's so cool.
I'm tired of messing up my life with overcomplicated moments.
Yeah. I think we're getting to the heart of it now, aren't we?
Writhing in my frustration.
I don't even know how you make that kind of sound.
You know it makes me shy.
God, her voice is so fragile. I love it.
And show my vulnerability. Come on, say something nice.
Wow. So maybe she does want something more than just the situationship. God, the sound design on this is so cool. Never heard a sound quite like that. It's almost like so cool. Wow.
Overcomplicated mode.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh god, that is so completely led me into a false sense of security. Fuck. Wow. Shit. That was upsetting. That really shocked me. I think it's because like when you sing so quietly and fragile, in a fragile way, it kind of makes you really lean in, you know? And I felt like I was like fully leaned in, like just like really in that moment. And then she just, as soon as she's got you there, she just go bam and just like really like breaks that. It's so cool. But shocking. Really, like she just like, as a producer, like just seems to have like such power over her listeners, you know. It's by teasing them, it's by tension and knowing what your kind of overall vision is, knowing what to utilize when and how to utilize it and how to change it and how to slowly make things grow or make things shocking at certain points, do you know what I mean? And all of that little detail is what controls the listener and gets you completely where she wants you, so that she can just go bam and just really fuck you up. It's just mega. It's so cool. Mega. Yeah. Who says mega? Fucking hell. But yeah, beautiful, amazing. I loved that song. That was really lovely. Also, I'm gonna guess it's meant to be a reference or an interpolation or something to wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting away. That one. I love that song. And it's like, yeah, let's look at the lyrics. I'm tired of messing up my life with overcomplicated moments and sticky situations. I try to fuck you with the lights on and hope that you think I'm open and have a conversation. Mad. That's like, yeah. That's, yeah. I don't know, like, there's something about that that's like really revealing, you know, really vulnerable. You're right. I hold it in my body like little snakes inside a bottle, writhing in my frustration. Wow. It makes me shy, count to 1, 2, 3 and show my vulnerability. Come on, say something nice to me. So it seemed as if like up until this point, she's been trying not to get vulnerable with people. She's been trying to kind of keep that perfect stranger thing. But here she's kind of getting to the heart of it and maybe revealing the reasons why she's gotten to that place where she doesn't want overcomplication. It comes from a place of pain, you know, and that's what I feel like she's getting into here. My body aches to be known, to be expressive in itself. I want to forgive myself. I want to release myself from the pain I have inside. My body wants to be touched in the deepest and darkest places. I want to be loved. I'm tired of messing up my life with overcomplicated moments. And then, yeah, just really powerful there, because like up until this point, she's like rejecting the idea of like opening up to this point, and now she is like, actually, I want somebody to know my body, to truly know my body and understand me, and like, and that takes time, you know. That's not going to happen with a perfect stranger. That's going to really take a lot of work to get to that point. And yet she's saying she's had so many sticky situations where like she's opened up and she's been hurt, and she's really tired of getting to that place, you know, and not finding somebody who she can actually do this with, because it always gets too complicated. There's too much baggage, you know, and it messes up her life. Loved that. Brilliant. Next one, Keep It, Hold It. God, that sounds like a old like N64 sound card or something, doesn't it?
Sometimes I wanna turn the other way. I read a million people gotta feel this way. What have I gotta do? Just keep it walking.
Wow.
And what have I gotta say? Just keep it moving, hold it close.
Wow. It's like a mantra of different people chanting. It's really powerful. God. Wow.
Just keep it and hold it, yeah.
It's giving me chills. There's something about inviting the other voices in there. It sounds like other voices. It kind of breaks it open a bit.
I often look at windows for escape. To be safe. I read a million people, but if I gotta say,
there's something really interesting about the rhythm of this.
what if I gotta love?
I love the way that the melodies, you know, it's kind of got these little insistent quick moments, even though it's quite bare.
What have I gotta do? Feel like I'm not even trying.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh wow. Oh my God. You know what I say about knowing when to go off? Fucking just wow. There's an element of the song that's like holding off, you know, as well as a lyric. So fucking cool. I love how the beginning of the song is teasing this like fast kind of drum beat situation. It's very light and then just suddenly just like explodes. It's so cool. Wow. She went to the fucking whistle register there. Wow. Ooh, we're not there yet. God, she just captures like such a like sense of fragility in everything, like all those voices at the end, like the way that those pipes or whatever they were, instruments there, were kind of like stuttering and falling out of themselves and like going out of tune and stuff. Like it almost kind of feels like we're about to fall at all times, and then like suddenly she'll just let it go and just, but do you know what I mean? It's that sense of tension release that's held not only in the dynamics, but also, like the fragility of the voice, the way that she doesn't quite fully sing. Like, it's so magnificent. Like, it really is so great. And like the drum section in that just like completely, again, caught me completely off guard and just felt so powerful. And it kind of had this feeling of mantra: keep it, hold it, keep walking, keep walking. And I love the way that the other voices now come in. For the first time in the album, we have other voices. And it almost then kind of feels like people are invading her consciousness. Maybe she's been really within her own head for all this time, and now people are starting to actually have some influence on her, like maybe people in her life. And that's why those voices are coming on and telling her to keep going, you know? Yeah. Just, oh God, the production is just fucking insane. It just feels like so unique and so full of style and character and like amazingly put together. It's just like, oh, it's so cool. Sometimes I want to turn the other way. Sometimes I feel so empty where I lay. And at best, I live alone in disarray. I read a million people, gotta feel this way. What have I got to do? Just keep it walking, hold it close. There's like an element of like, keep moving forward, but also like protect yourself, you know? Just keep it and hold it, yeah. They speak of me like I'm not in the room. They say I mess up way more than I do. I often look out windows for escape, to be safe. There's a real feeling of like her needing freedom, feeling trapped. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even trying. Sometimes I feel a million miles away. That's when my feet start dancing away. Okay, so it feels as if she's truly now digging into what are the reasons I go to the club? What are the reasons I go and dance out my feelings? Like, what have I been ignoring? You know, try, dry your eyes. You've got to be from something true. I feel this strong and wild and it's in your eyes. Don't keep it, don't hold it, don't keep it, don't hold it. Just keep it. She's kind of like fighting with this idea of people telling her to keep it and hold it. Maybe there's a sense of like, don't truly let your feelings out. You need to like keep it in. You need to like put your head down and join society. That's kind of what those like keep it hold is like. Get your head down and just join society and do what you're told, you know. And yet there are moments of complete freedom when her body starts moving. Maybe that's kind of the message of this song, is that don't keep it, hold it. Actually, like, you need moments to be able to let it out and let it free. And maybe that's the reason she's feeling all of these things, is because she does need to let it go more. Right, next one. This is Childlike Things with Northwest. Is that like Kim and Kanye's child? Nepotism. Anyway, maybe she knows them. I don't know. Whatever. Next one. Fun. Kind of lazy rhythm. Fun. Very childlike, very fun. Maybe it's not the same Northwest. Must be somebody else, right? That'd be weird. Okay, so we're lost in a fantasy world, yeah. Feeling that. Dun, dun, dun. It's very Japanese to me. See, I knew it. Something about God. I'm going to guess that Northwest is actually a Japanese artist. I love the bounciness of this, it's so fun. Nice. The rhythm is just so perfect in there. They say my name. Dan, 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 dan. Although Dan Dan is almost like step by step, right? Really cool. Maybe I should look up who this Northwest is. No, it is the daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. That's weird. And she raps in Japanese. Weird. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's really random. Strange. I mean, I enjoyed the song. I very much enjoyed the song. It's just a bit random, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the rhythm in that was like really the cool thing. It was kind of like, I guess, swung, but like it was just caught so nicely, wasn't it? It just really was in the pocket. I've got supersonic powers that are polyphonic like a chocolate teapot. About as useful as a chocolate teapot. That's the phrase. Melt them down and burn them up. I've got supersonic powers that are polyphonic, extra tonic, give a glass of gin just to put it in. Drink it up, feeling dead alive like 9 to 5. Where the wild things are, I will be. Lost in a world of childlike things and fantasies. Oh, the wild things are is like a kid's novel book, isn't it? Right? Which would make sense. So there's a sense of her like maybe embracing her inner child. Maybe that's kind of the idea. Konnichiwa, watashi no namae wa North-chan. California from Kara, Tokyo. From California to Tokyo, I think that means. Yes. Oh, yes. Don't know that kanji. Aha. Don't know those kanji. And that's about as far as I can read. Let's look at the translation. Oh, that's Jesus. Oh, and that's God. Yeah, okay. My name is Northa from California to Tokyo. I was right about that. Jesus, the King, praise the Lord. Jesus is the one true God. Okay, random. Okay, let's rap in Japanese about God. I mean, I guess that's the idea, is that she has a child on the track. Maybe it's, but yeah, so it's like embracing your inner child. Maybe there is actually a reference to the way in which Japan allows you to kind of, I don't know, I lived there for 2 years and I felt much more comfortable embracing my inner child after having lived in Japan. I wasn't made to feel guilty for liking Nintendo stuff, for instance. And wait, what's another one of my purchases? Do you know what I mean? Whereas in Britain, that's not very manly, and there's so much of kind of pressure to feel that way. And when I lived in Japan, I didn't feel that, I felt unjudged. I felt free in that way. And it was really beautiful. So maybe that's the idea, that the connection here is this idea of embracing your inner child and allowing yourself to kind of heal in that way, because you're not kind of trying to be anything but you. You're letting go, It's the whole thing before, keep it, hold it, fulfill the societal obligation, be masculine, be feminine, be whatever. And then in this song, she's like, let's relinquish all of that so that we can truly be free. Yeah, it's about really understanding who you are and what you like, without all the bullshit societal stuff weighing you down. So that's the freedom I get from that song. And that really does link to Japan for me. So just really random having Northwest rapping in Japanese. Doesn't that seem a bit I don't know. Let me know if there's any connection or why that might be a thing. Oh, also, I always forget to say at the beginning, let me know what your top 5 from the album are in the comments. I really love going through everybody's top 5s after the fact and comparing them with my own. I'll let you know what my favourite song is at the end. Next song is this Striptease. Oh, I love all these little twinkly, sparkly synths and stuff. It's so cool. Cool. Birthmark on my mind. Revealing. This is interesting. It's almost kind of going into a bit of a hip-hoppy kind of production direction. Ooh. Nice. There are definitely production flourishes that are taken straight out of that kind of trance music era. The boop reminds me of the that song. It's my limit, my knowledge of trance, that song. Wow. We were saying about teasing, playing with dynamics, revealing yourself one bit at a time, emotionally. Yeah, so cool. Cool. Not revealing my body, my skin, but I'm revealing my mind to you, Again with the dynamics, really playing with you. I love the reverbs and that kind of atmosphere within it. Really evokes that kind of era of dance pop, doesn't it? So cool how that slowed down that rhythm in there. It's almost like a cross rhythm, and then it kind of matched it and caught it and brought it along. So cool. Okay, here we go. We're very much in that era now, aren't we? This is probably the most overt reference to that era of dance. Oh, I love it. Freedom in her voice. Oh my God. Oh, amazing. Wow. Cool. Again with the just fucking incredible dynamic control and pacing and everything. Just, yeah, brilliant. I'm borderline, it's getting late. I feel alive. I want to show you. I've got birthmark on my mind. I think you'll like it. You want to read my every line and I don't mind. Okay, so here we're getting a little bit, she's actually allowing herself to get vulnerable. My sternum stretched wide, opening me, feels like a striptease. So she's opening up her fucking chest cavity and revealing her heart to this person. It's like a striptease. It's one bit at a time. You're going to see more of who I am and I'm going to reveal myself to you. Silk for my tears and lace for my fears. Oh, so stunning. I'm stripping apart till my pain disappears. Yeah, so this is like her truly opening up in a way of trying to heal, trying to get the demons out, trying to get better, basically, I suppose. I love the metaphor and how that links to the different elements of her healing, you know. Breathe in my insides, opening me, feel like a striptease, opening me, silk for my fears, yeah. So she's really letting it go. Now watch me flow. I love how the beat and the rhythm of the music kind of expresses these moments of her really letting it out. You're kind of holding off, and then when the comes on, it's like, I am letting out all my emotions. I'm flowing. I am showing you who I am, you know. Yeah, fabulous. Just amazing. Such an incredible combination of like lyrics, melody and production, all of that. Like it will just like, is so intrinsically, every single element is kind of working towards the same goal, you know. It's just, yeah, fabulous. Okay, next one. This is 24 Hour Dog. Proper retro synth sound there. Completely unedited, you know. I guess it's just a pure sine tone, isn't it?
What you want me to work me to satisfy the core of your mind.
Wow.
Softest part of me gets
setting free the softest part of me.
When I submit to you this way, I'm a dog for you.
This really is like auto-tune as an art form, isn't it? You know.
Dog for you.
That kind of stretching sound is so satisfying in the kind of wash of ambience. Wow.
Please don't call my name.
So cool. It's almost like a rain stick or something, isn't it?
I'm a dog
Wow. That almost sounds like a howling, barking, doesn't it? I love those really, 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 really high vocal moments. It's just so gorgeous. I just love how they just hang over the top of the whole mix. Like, wow, beautiful. Yeah, really cool. Just beautiful sound design. Completely atmospheric and completely so easy to get so lost in it. Like, not sure what that one was about, but yeah, let's have a look into it. 1, 2, what you want me do? What you want me to do, maybe? 3, 4, anything you wish for. I'm a slave to your design. Wow. So work me to satisfy the core of your mind. Love your chores, distract me from my worst flaws. Setting free the softest part of me. Gets dangerous sometimes, just feel guilty that it's getting me high. Please don't call my name. I want to submit to you this way. I'm a dog for you. Wow. Shit. Like the need to kind of submit to somebody or some sort of like religious thing. I don't know. It eases up my mind and helps me leave my power behind. There's a kind of freedom and submission that she's talking about here. Like maybe it's this like tantalizing prospect of not having to make your own choices or think your own thoughts and just to kind of like let go. Fascinating kind of concept to think about, you know. Maybe it's a kinky thing. I mean, it sounds pretty kinky. Right. Okay. Before we go to the final song, this is a shout out to all my patrons. Thank you everybody on Patreon who supports me every single month. These guys are a wonderful group of people. They have such good taste in music. They've really got me, like really opened up my mind and opened up my ears to new sounds and really got me into loads of new music. And for that, I can thank them so much. So thank you everybody. If you want to join in on Patreon, there's like a whole bunch of bonuses, including all of my TikTok reactions that I do. I put the uncut versions of those on the first tier. So new songs and new music video reactions. And then there's like uncut album reactions, and there's a bonus voted for album reaction every month as well. And then the upper tiers, you can actually do requests. And you get the video version of my podcast as well. Yes. Thank you everybody on Patreon. Yeah, cool. Right, let's go to the last one. This is Wanderlust.
By the way, the film was crazy. Album's way too long though. I make no makeup on my face, filter covered up my lows.
Love the chords.
I'll make it up to you, baby. See,
I'll make it up to you. Gorgeous. Oh, wonderful. Oh, it's really nice to hear her just sing out, kind of for the first time the album, letting it go like that. What a beautiful way to end it, you know? Wow. I love those chords, they're so nice. The version of the vocal is so crusty, broken up. If I don't wake up Monday morning, I'll make it up to you. Like, how? The melodies are so gorgeous. Oh. When the sky's not enough, give me pure wanderlust. Yeah, it's about freedom, hey, and euphoria. Oh, I love that chord. Oh, it's almost overwhelming, this vocal. It's so stunning. Cool. There's such a lightness. It's like a day breaking, you know. I mean, if we're out at night, clubbing, whatever, for the whole album, and then the morning breaks, like, that's the sound that's created there, you know. So wonderful. Oh, I just love that. So free and so gorgeous and so open. Oh, just a stunning way to end the album. Like, really just like such a beautiful, golden, morning-like feeling that just comes so perfectly right at the end, you know, encapsulates just that feeling of freedom that I feel like she's been searching for this whole time. Yeah, wonderful. By the way, the film was brazy. I hate the cast, but the aesthetic's crazy. I get violent in a rage when I'm sat alone. I can criticize the whole world when I'm sat at home in bed. No makeup on my face, filter covered up my lows. Yeah, well, if I don't wake up Monday morning, I'll make it up to you, babe. See me when I'm here, but I'm lost in the pure wanderlust. I love that. Hold tight when the sky's not enough. Give me pure wanderlust. If you've one life to live, do it freely. It's your choice to break or believe in it. I'll be in my head if you need me. Yeah, I mean, it feels like freedom inside, you know, because I think it's almost like she's found freedom inside and the wanderlust is within her head, you know? And I think that comes from like freeing up all that space by letting all the bad shit out, letting all the demons out. And she's freed up enough space that she can almost like travel within her own head, you know? That's what it's giving me, like that kind of freedom and lightness, you know? Yeah, just astonishing album, just lovely. Oh my god, lovely. It's not really the word, is it? But it's so stunning. Just the attention to detail is just phenomenal. The craft of it is phenomenal. The way that it like crafts the highs, the lows, the middles, the tension, takes you along for the ride the whole way is amazing. It kind of grabs your focus and doesn't let you go. Stylistically, it's linking to that kind of late 90s, early noughties rave trance music. And then it kind of situates you there. It takes you there. It gets you to understand the people who are there. And then she takes it to her and says, why is the reason I'm there? Why am I dancing? Why do I need to find this freedom? What is it that is stuck within me that is trying to make its way out through my body through dance, you know? And slowly she picks that apart and actually reveals herself to the listener, reveals herself to herself, maybe to a partner, and then learns that actually in that process of revealing herself and trying to understand herself, she's found a lightness and a new dawn of freedom, you know? It's just wonderful. But I just love it's the way that it sounds like dance music, but it kind of then takes it a step further and unpicks like what are the reasons we need dance music, that just like is something I've never thought about before and something I never heard an artist do before, which is so fucking cool, so next level, and really kind of is expressed in that kind of central word, this like EUSEXUA, which is like this internal euphoria, this feeling of internal freedom and euphoria that you find on the dance floor that maybe she's learning to then find in real life. Love it. Absolutely love it. I feel so happy that like after doing this channel for so many years that I can listen to an album like that and just completely adore it and appreciate it. When I first started listening to kind of alternative music through the channel, I was a bit like, oh, this is weird. You know, Björk is weird. But like the more I've listened and the more I've dissected and the more I've tried to understand it, the more that my ears have opened up and I can enjoy it more. It's almost like I've kind of refined my listening. So thank you for getting me to listen to all these albums. Yeah, it's amazing. I loved that. Let me know what you think of the album. Make sure to leave your top 5 in the comments as per usual. Oh yeah, my favourite song from the album. I'm going to give it to Perfect Stranger. I'm going to say Perfect Stranger is my favourite song of the album. I just loved the beat of it. I love the way it worked. And I love how it kind of really started to make me think, oh, what is she saying in this album? What is she trying to evoke in this album? Yeah, that's going to say that's my favourite one. Let me know what yours are in the comments. Yes, cool. If you want to check out my Magdalene reaction. It's currently on Patreon, so there's a link there. Let me know in the comments if you want me to edit it, and we'll see how this video does and whatever. Yes, and if you want to check out my Bjork reactions, I will leave you a link here. Thanks, bye. Love you guys. Oh my god, that fucking microphone.